Hello, I'm Mayor Phil Good with your weekly update. As a member of the executive board of the Central Yavapai Metropolitan Planning Organization, I attended the SIMPO annual retreat a couple of weeks ago, along with our Public Works Director, Gwen Rowich, and Acting City Manager, Tyler Goodman. We joined with other officials from Yavapai County, Prescott Valley, Dewey-Humboldt, Chino Valley, and the Arizona Department of Transportation representatives to discuss goals, ongoing projects, and grant opportunities within the region. Did you know that 15 of the 24 arterial and collector roadways, as well as portions of all 3 state highways that SIMPO studies and supports regionally, are located within the city of Prescott? For this and many other reasons, SIMPO has been and continues to be a great regional partner for the city, helping us to achieve our transportation goals. The retreat focused on many topics, including regional transportation, a possible SIMPO boundary expansion, regional environmental planning, which is a new topic, and federal grant monies available to the region. SIMPO also sent out their January 2024 newsletter. The link to access it is below. This week we held a joint City Council and Workforce Housing Study Session meeting. The Workforce Housing Committee has been meeting for several months now, and they have made a lot of progress. The purpose of this meeting was to provide input and get direction from participating council members regarding current recommendations before they bring official proposals to the council. There are many options the city can and will consider. The quality of manufactured homes has advanced so dramatically over the last couple of decades that a lot of people can't even tell the difference between a quality manufactured home and a site-built home. Being able to build those can reduce the cost of equivalent square footage houses by as much as $100,000. We have zoning regulations that sometimes restrict the ability to put a manufactured home in a typical site-built neighborhood. But the quality improvements, I think most people would not object. The quality is so good they might not even be aware that the homes are manufactured homes. Talking to people in our small business community, the challenge is finding a reliable, consistent workforce within their small businesses. Being able to attract and retain workers so that they can thrive and expand their businesses is a huge challenge. There's not going to be a quick fix by any means to this housing challenge. I support Chairman Mike Phan's statement that this is going to take some long-term development to come up with solutions. Did you know that we have nearly 1,500 rental units in various stages of development throughout the city? Because there's so much demand, the quality of the rental units is very high, and the rental costs generally are high to go along with it. But some more affordable options are starting to show up. We've got a couple of small 12 and 15 unit developments over on Valley and Sunset Streets. Those are usually a lower cost product. Being able to bring the net cost down so that workers can afford to locate and then work locally is going to take some real creative thought and some long-term planning. I expect that the members of this committee, with their background and experience, are going to come up with some good ideas. The teacherage development over at the Taylor Hicks Elementary School property is a terrific example of having numerous stakeholders working together to be able to come up with some pretty impressive, modest homes. While this was a specialized effort, it does show that when there's a commitment of stakeholders working together, we can produce some quite high-quality workforce housing. I look forward to seeing the proposals that will soon be brought to the Council. At the January 9th City Council voting meeting, Council voted to approve the purchase of 76.3 acres in North Prescott. This addresses a need identified by the airport to have land in the aircraft impact zones 2 and 3 protected. Currently, the property is entitled to residential zoning under the Deepwell Ranch Development Agreement, but falls under airport impact zones 2 and 3. The city is also working on a multifaceted settlement agreement related to various legal disputes with Chamberlain Development LLC regarding the subject properties. The city will pay Chamberlain $8 million plus closing costs for the purchase of the property. It is anticipated that this purchase will be primarily funded through FAA reimbursement grants and some general fund reserved funds. Tomorrow, Council will have an executive session at 9 a.m. to discuss an interim city manager appointment and the search for a new city manager before considering the matter in the 3 p.m. voting meeting. At 1 p.m. we will hear a presentation about the National Community Survey results and also a presentation and discussion regarding ongoing city obligations regarding the development agreement between the city and Arizona Eco Development LLC. During the 3 p.m. voting meeting, we will consider two options for the appointment of an interim city manager. Staff is recommending that the City Council considers selecting one of two options for the appointment of an interim city manager. Option 1, appoint current City Recreation Services Director Joe Baines to the interim city manager position, or Option 2, enter into an agreement with Interim Public Management, IPM, LLC, to hire a temporary interim city manager through their specialized professional services. Should Option 2 be chosen, there would be additional costs associated, including travel expenses, fees, and a monthly salary to be determined. Estimated net additional monthly costs range from $10,000 to $12,000 per month. I anticipate this will be a lively discussion. We have quite a number of positions subject to appointment on various boards, commissions, and committees. The deadline to apply for these vacancies is this Friday, January 26th. I have been asked to use my weekly update for comments regarding the current recall process. Since the recall process is classified as an election, I and any other members of council are specifically restricted from using city services and facilities for electioneering efforts. This weekly update is intended simply to update everyone on current issues and activities occurring in the city, and that's what we'll continue to do. I'm Mayor Phil Good, and I will update you again next week. Thanks for watching.